Good day everyone. So today with the group 3 we will tackle about chapter 7, which is security survey and inspection. So security survey is a process of gathering information about an organization to identify the risks, the weaknesses, and the assets that needs protection by inspecting the facility, checking the security conditions, and analyzing the possible threats. So why is security survey important? So security survey helps prevent losses from both external and internal threats by improving security plans, the procedures, and ensure the protection of people, the property, and operations. For example, a company conducted a security survey in the building, and during the survey, the assessment team found out that one of the camera within the building and the light at the back entrance was not working. So by conducting a security survey, the company was able to prevent possible threats in the future. The value of security professionals. So the value of security professionals lies in managing and predicting threats by using their expertise to prevent financial loss, minimize operational disruption, and protect the assets. Security inspection. An inspection is a tool used to detect vulnerability that an intruder could exploit, and there are three primary purposes. First is to ensure all security policies are followed. Second is finding the weaknesses of the current measure. Third is determining the value of the assets and the probability of risk.
About the phases of security inspection. So number 1 is detection of company policy violation. It is the acts or practices of employees that are contrary to policy. So it means that the finding employees that they breaking the company rules. For example, tampering in employee time cards or bringing out company property for no reason. So these effects can lead to financial loss and can damage to the company's reputation. So number 2 is detection of possible defects in protected devices and other security aids. So it means that checking if the safety equipments are broken or not working. So for example, empty fire extinguisher, destroyed perimeter fences, busted perimeter lights, and alarm system defects. So these effects can result in fire spreading, break-ins, injuries, and or even death. So number 3 is detection of the condition of properties being protected. So this means that checking if the equipments and buildings are being protected, are still working, and being in good condition. So for example, when the property being protected is exposed to rain and sunlight. So these negative effects can lead to highly costly repair or replacement. So lastly, detection of security hazard. So which means that the finding things that can cause danger or harm. So for example, improper storage of waste materials. So these effects may also result in legal problems for the company. So let's go together that why the importance of security inspection. Number 1, it can help determine the effectiveness of a race appraisal. So it can shows that the company, the risk plans are working or not. So number 2, it can identify weaknesses in security countermeasures, which means that we can identify or determine the weak spots in securities. So and lastly, it can prevent possible loss of company asset. So it can protect from financial loss and protected from the damage.
Exterior security. This includes safety of areas
outside the building like parking and surrounding. Example ani is security guards patrolling the area or fences around the building. Like example sa HDC, naatay guard. Ang guard is patrol niya, ang iya lang nasakupan, dili na siya mugawas outside the building, outside the gate. Dira lang siya taman sa like sa parking area dito dapat sa mga SPC, dira lang siya taman or ipatrol niya ang surrounding sa exterior sa building. And security lighting, this ensures the places is well lit, especially at night to prevent crime. Installing bright lights in parking areas and entrances. Magamit ang light to prevent crime. Like example, ang atong parking area hayag kayo. Ang mga mo agi dira na naay himuon na dautan, magduwa sila kay hayag kayo. Dili nila makuha nila na hayag, dili tamang nilabot kay mga ingana. And building security, focus on protecting doors, windows, and structures of building. Strong doors, locks, and secured windows. Sa ato karon is ang atong mga window is sliding window naman siya. So isa lang ka kuan. Karon ang uban is nagabutang siya before nimo ma-open ang kuan, ang sliding window sa gawas ana is naay bakal or grills. Mo na example sa kuan sa building security. Protektahan nimo ang imong window, kailangan lig-on, strong doors na siyang example is locks and key cards control. This includes the locks. Properly managed and authorized people can access them, or giving them only key cards to assigned personnel or using ID key cards. Like example sa mga motel. Ang mga motel karon is ang ilang mga imbis ang gamiton kay key or susi, na dali raman ang susi karon kay nayuban dali raman kay ma-open. Ang karon is ang locks and key card is gamiton nimo swipe. Before ka makasulod sa imong unit is imo siya i-swipe or imo siya gamitan og ID key cards para or naay naka-assign, like example sa mga unauthorized na kwarto or offices, kailangan siya swipe or naay naka-authorize na mao lang siya mag-open. And alarm system, this helps detect intrusions or emergency. Example, alarm sounds when someone tries to break in. If naa daw mag-enter or suddenly an intruder tries to enter the building, the alarm system detects to break in and sounds loudly. At the same time, the CCTV cameras record the incident and help identify the person. Surveillance system and CCTV. Example ani is events, naay kamera daghan kaayo, so naay nagamonitor monitor the activity inside or outside. Like example sa HDC naay CCTV sa gawas, napoy CCTV sa sulod para ma-prevent ang incident. Naay nagamonitor ana. If na sila ma-monitor na suspicious is ginakuha nila na gina-report. And communications, this ensures there are effective ways to communicate during normal and emergency situations using radios, cell phones, and intercoms. The security team quickly communicates using radios, showing the importance of communication systems. Like example, emergency, na ay ang mga person is na sila yung mga radio or walkie-talkie or cell phones or intercoms. Like example, event security, makakita mo sa ilang air na naa sila yung ginakuan diri, mo na siya intercoms, connected na siya sa tanan or walkie-talkie. Like example, number 4. Ang number 4 na imo pinduton is 4 lang tanan ang naa sa ang 4 mao toy ma-communicate nimo. Lain-lain mo og communications sa walkie-talkie. Kung 4 ka, 4 lang gid mo tanan sa imong mga kauban para mag-communicate mo. And the last is fire and emergency planning. This ensures preparedness for fire emergency. Examples, fire drills, fire extinguishers, emergency exits, small fire in a strong storage room because of proper fire and emergency planning, and the alarm is activated. Employees evacuate safely and fire extinguishers are used to control the fire. Like example, ang alarm naay alarm system. So nakadetect ang alarm system sa aso or init na aso, na-detect siya, mag-alarm siya. So if ang building is naa siya proper na fire emergency planning, naka-indicate or na-orient ang mga tao, nakabalo sila kung asa pwede mo gawas or mo-exit para maka-evacuate tanan employee. Like example, sa Holy Cross, this March 4 is nag-fire drill man ta. So ginatudluan ng mga tao kung asa pwede mo gawas, gina-orient ang mga tao kung asa pwede mo gawas kung naay emergency. So nakaplano. O fire extinguisher, ang fire extinguisher is kuan na siya, effective na siya kung naay sunog na kaya pa maapula. Like kay kuan, para dili man dayon moabot ang mga fire truck, so magamit ang mga tao o fire extinguisher to control the fire.
H. The security guard force. 1. Number of security personnel. This refers to determine how security guards are needed. It depends on the number of people in each shift and the size of the area that needs to be secured. Second, guard posts and patrols. This focuses on where guards are assigned. Some are stationed in fixed posts, while others conduct patrols around the area, it including how often they do their rounds. Uniforms and equipment. This discusses what the guards wear in use, such as uniforms, radios, flashlight, and other tools. It also includes whether they are armed or unarmed, and when they are allowed to use weapons. 4. Operation manual. This is important because it contains all the rules and procedures. It includes emergency plans like fire response, evacuation, first aid, and important contact numbers. 5. Logs and records. This involves proper documentation of all activities. Everything that happens should be recorded, such as daily logs, incident reports, and sign-in and sign-out records. 6. Filing system. This refers to the proper storage of records. Files should be well organized, easy to locate, and keep secured. 7. Training program. This check whether the guards are properly trained. It includes regular training programs and for armed guards, proper knowledge in using weapons, and updated skills. 8. Hiring criteria. This focus on how security personnel are selected. It includes the required qualification and whether clean job description exists for each position. 9. Facilities and supports. This includes the resource needed by guard to function effectively, such as locker rooms, rest area, training space, and equipment storage. 10. Investigation procedures. This explain how incidents are handled. It checks if there is proper investigation process, a separate team if needed, and the capability for undercover operations. I. Alarm system. 1. Areas to be alarmed. This identifies which parts of the facility need to have alarms installed and what types of alarm is suitable for each area. 2. Types of intrusion alarm. This involves selecting the types of alarm system to be used, such as contact alarms, sound-based, ultrasonic, or microwave, depending on the security needs. Environmental alarms. This focuses on monitoring environmental conditions such as temperature, humidity, pressure, or water flow to help prevent accidents and damage. Emergency exits. This check whether emergency exits are equipped when alarms to detect unauthorized use or access. Fire warning system. This looks at the types of alarm system being used and whether it is effective in alerting people during emergencies. Alarm monitoring. This determines who is responsible for monitoring the alarm system, whether it is handled by the company or an in-house system. And there are alerts when connections are interrupted. 7. Control location. This identifies where the main control of the alarm system is located and ensure that the wiring is secured and protected from the possible sabotage. 8. Control panel access. This checks the location of the control panel and whether it is easily accessible or can be tampered with by unauthorized individuals. J. Surveillance system. CCTV. Number 1. Need for CCTV. This determines whether CCTV is really necessary and how it can help reduce the workload of security guards. 2. Camera placement. This focuses on where camera should be installed to cover in all important area and ensure proper viewing angles. 3. Camera type and features. This involves selecting the appropriate camera such as those that are weatherproof, have zoom capability, clear resolution, and are suitable for the lighting condition of the area. 4. Monitoring system. This explains how the CCTV system is monitored, where the control room is located, and what types of monitors are used. 5. Recording video storage. This determines if recording is necessary and where footage should be stored to provide evidence in case of incidents. 6. Equipment and maintenance. This checks if the necessary equipment is available, whether regular maintenance is conducted, and if backup units are ready in case of system failures.
To conduct a thorough security survey, we begin with a rigorous evaluation of alarm systems, identifying specific high-risk areas that require tailored protection, such as contact, sonic, or microwave sensors, while ensuring line integrity so that any system disruption is immediately flagged. Beyond intrusion, we must integrate environmental monitoring for variables like temperature and water flow, ensuring the control panels are strategically located and shielded from tampering. This technical layer is supported by a robust surveillance system or CCTV. However, cameras are only effective if they provide the necessary viewing angles and resolution to safeguard man-hours. We must verify that all camera housing is weatherproof and tamper-resistant, with a centralized monitoring station that allows for real-time oversight. Moving from technology to human safety, the survey transitions into life safety and emergency preparedness. This requires a specific inspection of fire exits to ensure they meet code with proper signage and panic hardware. Alongside a clear understanding of evacuation responsibilities, a secure facility must maintain an active liaison with local fire departments.
Let's talk about the security survey format. Kani siya is letter ani siya, since it aning letter ni siya nani siya heading, nasa siya introduction, na po siya body. So siya to ang heading 2 kung unsa na organization mo padulong kung unsa ang survey, kung kinsay magbuhat sa survey, kinsa ang mag-survey sa inyo ha, from is para sa inyo ha, kung asa mo gikan na kumpanya or sa balay, and the subject of the letter, for example, installation of survey ana sense. Sa introduction naman is under the 30th for the survey, the date in our survey was made, surveying personnel as an escort. So next is the name and mission of installation activity. So under ani siya is na description of surveyed unit, use map showing installation, and next is mission. What ang mission is ang purpose of installation, ang purpose of function or major activities, products, manufacture, or stored in the other factories affecting security. So third is relationship with other higher organization. It could be partnership or sponsored. So now let's talk about physical security. So kung may yung physical security is kanang physical siya, magunitan mo siya, diba? So physical security is under ang physical security is perimeter barriers. So under sa perimeter barriers is if kanang i-survey mo na siya, tanawon mo siya ang yung situation or recommendation. So ganito ang situation. Ang situation is list down yung mga security deficiency sa na imong noted, and the recommendation is for each situation to give the corresponding security measure. Kung i-recommend mo unsa para unsay kanang need na improvement ani na butang. Next is guard force and guard system, same lang Japon, situation recommendation. Next is personnel identification and movement control. So same mo Japon na siya, and usually nag-angsod asod niya is kanang same lang siya. Situation nimo situation sa building o ang recommendation nimo kung sa ang ma-recommend na mga butang para mapa-improve ang safety sa isa ka butang or sa isa ka place.